XRP holders, I want to tell you what's going on. A lot of things are happening in crypto in the United States. And in some of those cases, Ripple is right in the middle of it. And I want you to see this on the screen because even with all the progress that we want to have in the United States, maxis, Bitcoin maxis are still hating, coming after Ripple, coming after Brad Garlinghouse, so much that even Cynthia Lumens is not allowed to have a meeting with him. And we saw that yesterday. But you know what? We passed that because now the Genius Act is in the middle of it and it's going to help. What is it, Oscar? Well, the Genius Act helps stablecoin providers, issuers to have framework to issue, to have, and to, profit from stablecoins, right? Once you have a framework, once you know how to use it under the law, then it's easier for them to not get caught up in a lawsuit with the United States, with the SEC, with whoever, right? And that's what right now it's, yesterday, when in the last 12 hours or so, Eleanor Terret, I'm going to show you everybody of the boats and all of that. 66.2, 66.2. Give me 1 second. It was 66 to 32. That was the final closure tally. Okay. Now, these 16 Democrats flipped to yes. You see, Gillibrand, I don't understand why Gillibrand is voting no in the first place, because she and Lumens, they were supposed to be the Bitcoin leaders, whatever, like 2-3 years ago. There's Booker, and people are saying Booker is going to run for president and has a good chance of being successful. So they want to have a good track record, right? Price of XRP went down from 2.40, right? I understand some people are, you know, speaking on that. I'm like, just another chance to buy the dip, in my humble opinion. And here's what Brad Garlinghouse reposted, the latest thing, which is tonight, the Senate moved forward on the Genius Act. This groundbreaking bipartisan legislation will bring America's payment system into the 21st century. Let's have a conversation on this, guys, because even if XRP is not moving as of right now and Bitcoin is still super, super strong, that's not the end of the story. I'm buying because long term, I'm going to be rich thanks to XRP. If you agree, smash the like button right now, guys. Subscribe to the channel and turn on those notification bells for XRP and for our community, guys. Always remind you guys, if you want to come on BTCC and start trading, I did a little bit of buying and selling, and I'm still waiting. And when I see it fit, I'm gonna come back in. I got some pretty nice USDT ready to start investing, and all it takes, fam, is click the first link down below, sign up, and get your bonuses, get your lower fees, and it takes a few seconds. And if you wanna use my traderamos.com, so you know how to do it, the step by steps. I have it all ready for you guys on BTCC, and I explain what's for you to expect, plus my free group that you can join, and you'll see my trading community. Okay, so there's a lot more there, but if you, of course, are into that, I invite you, fam. Now, here it is. What happened? So Eleanor Terret, we were, going live yesterday. Shout out to all the 1,500 people joining us. We had a great time. So we observe how, at the end of the day, we had a great chance of passing this much earlier, but people were changing their votes. So this is the latest. And even Bull Hines reposted, right? The latest things. Justin motion to invoke closure on the notion to proceed with the consideration, right, of the Genius Act has passed. 15 Democrats flipped their votes from no to yes. All of that. And other Senate Minority Leader Senator Schumer voted no, and a few were absent, but it passed, right? So a lot of people, like Mr. Porter, saying historical moment. Thank you for all your coverage. Crypto Sensei, right, saying let's go. That's really nice. All these different XRP creators and influencers are reacting as well. Now, take a look at what really it's gonna do. The Genius Act skyrockets the United States with digital payment framework with the fastest rails possible. It will ensure the U.S. dollar dominance. Customers will be protected. The demand for U.S. treasuries will balloon to the to the tune of more than 1 trillion, and innovation in the digital asset space will thrive in the United States going forward. I look forward to making history with my colleagues this week. You might say, well, Oscar, how does that affect Ripple? Right? Well, let's come to Brad Garlinghouse, right? And Ripple is the issuer of RUSD. And RUSD is being approved. It's CFTC, right? It's everything. Everything has to be fine for RUSD to function. So with the Genius Act passing, Ripple is gonna make way more money, right? That's what they want. That's why Ripple has been trying to buy USDC. USDC, from Circle, but Coinbase is also trying to get it from Circle. So Circle, it seems that it's trying to, or has USDC on sale, and we'll see who gets it, right? But there's been a lot of reports saying that Ripple really wants it. Now you wonder why. Well, if you come to CoinMarketCap, you will see that they're obviously not buying USDT because USDT, I'm sure, is not for sale, but USDC is another different story. And this one is, that I know, and it's been a while that I've known USDC. I know it's the premier coin that you want to hold in the United States, right? But everybody uses USDT for all kinds of trading and holding, and exchanges give you USDT. A few of them give you USDC, but USDC is known to be the US dollar of crypto. And if you actually go to USDC, to the official page, take a look at what they said 19 hours ago. Since they know that everybody's talking about this purchase or this, the news with Ripple, USDC is the digital dollar. So it's going to take a while for the world to change from USDC to RUSD. And that is why I believe Ripple is trying to buy this guy. Because if you come to all the stable coins, Tether is 151 billion in market cap. And if you go all the way down right here, RUSD is not even one. What is it? 312 million, right? So it's not even 1 billion in market cap, RUSD. And there's a few other ones like USD1, which is the Trump's, stable coin. That is already 2 billion because they have the Trump brand, the Trump umbrella. It's been easier for them to capture more of the market. When I was in Dubai, they were talking about it. They went to Consensus. They were talking about it. They're going to go to Bitcoin Vegas right now, and they're going to talk about it, right? So this makes sense. So comes to show, guys, that let's go back all the way back. Comes to show that Brad Garlinghouse is watching carefully what's going on with the Genius Act. He's excited because he knows that they're trying to make a good deal and they're trying to have XRP dominance, RUSD dominance. So for that reason, Brad Garlinghouse responded to this comment from the Cowboy Crypto, where he notices that Pierre Rochard is related to Senator Cynthia Lumens. And Brad Garlinghouse is like, thanks for the info, sir. If you don't know what I'm talking about, yesterday I told you that Brad Garlinghouse responded to Cynthia Lumens saying, hey, why wouldn't you meet with us? We're an American company. We're trying to bring generational change and transformation to in the United States, and they've been doing it for years. So with payments, right? and I think Ripple is pioneering a lot of the technologies here in the U.S. Well, in the world, right? Because the U.S. it was against Ripple and against XRP for so long. But here's his response, and he's like, I understand that things happen with Senator State that forced her to schedule changes, but nobody has been reaching out. In 6 years, there's not been a one-on-one with Cynthia Lumens. So it begs the question: why is she so, uninformed, unaware that here's Brad Garlinghouse, one of the best CEOs in the nation, and why wouldn't you want to meet with him? So I'll let you guys decide in the comments, because at the end of the day, this is obviously speculation, but we will see hopefully soon. And Cynthia Lumens, posted something on X, and the comments, you can go there. They're like, why are you not meeting with Brad? Meet with Ripple. Meet with Ripple. And you gotta listen to what the people want if you want to keep that seat. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe. Join me on BTCC. Get all the links down below. And I'll see you next time. You've been updated. Peace.